Hello ladies and gentlemen of the internet, it's Needle here and welcome back to Drangleic. Last time out we made our way towards Aldea's Keep after taking on the Throne Bros down in the Throne of Want. That's the end game area, that's where we're going to head back to eventually. But today we are going to head back into Aldea's Keep and finish what we started there. This run may only have about 2 episodes left in it I think at this point. It depends on how well we do here. I'm hoping to make these episodes a wee bit longer just to finish it off, maybe about 45 as opposed to 25 minutes. But we'll see how that goes now. We have 13k, I don't really know what to do with it. I don't think we can get a level up. Yes. No, we can. Maybe 23,000. Right, we're nothing to buy from these guys, so I think we'll just grab some more life gems, because we like to buy life gems, don't we? Apologise for the sort of weird upload timings, by the way. It's just been a wee bit hectic with my dissertation and stuff. It's due in 3 weeks, so there's not long left, and once that's done, I'll be kind of more focused on this channel, making sure it's all done and dusted the way that I want it to be. But we should hopefully get this done in time. We can finish this game in about 2 weeks, probably 2 episodes, and that'll give us time to prepare for Dark Souls 3 showing up. Wow, we're missing all these. These must be all the DLC locations, I'm assuming. That's why we don't have them. I can't think of any areas we've actually missed in the game. Aldea's Keep, then the next area, and the area after that. Yeah, so these must all be DLC areas or something. Anyway, back to the ritual site. So yeah, that's the reason why everything's been a little bit screwy for the last little while, but the 8th of April is the hand-in date, and it will be done and dusted before then, so don't worry about that. My focus will be back on this little area here. You can see is full of acid. You don't want to run in there unless you're equipped or you have all your breakable stuff off, like your rings and whatnot. You see there's spikes on the inside as well. Those can actually damage you if you fall into that pit. You can go into the pit from above. You can see that little hanging arm down there, and there's a reason for that as well. This don't you dare again. So that's from the developers yet again. I'm intrigued about what lighting these things does. Maybe we'll find out. I was so sure there was maybe something to find behind one of these. At least there was in the original game, I'm sure. So we'll go around. There we go, it's over here. It's a Faris lockstone, so if you wanted to activate the hallway out here with a lockstone, you can go back and do so. Activating the lockstone, I believe, actually makes all these animals break out their cages and come for you, and also the guys hiding behind those paintings there. I think those guys attack you if you light the room. Is that the... Alright, okay, so it's that dude up there that's doing all that. Nice, that's fine. So we go through here. Okay, we don't. We keep going up. This guy will break out, by the way. You can be sure of that. So you can see this is locked. If you break that dude out of the cage round there, him there, you can actually bring him over here and he'll smash this open for you. See if we can make him do it now. Don't really want to break anyone out if we don't have to. Coming in here, we're faced with these dudes. These are the guys who are hiding behind the sort of paintings, and these are Aldea's kind of workmates. The little faceless goons that work for him, and as you can see, he seems to be kind of carving up giants. There's all the blood and stuff that are inside. He seems to be carving up the giants and tossing them down in there to dissolve. You see there's already skeletons and things like that. I think, well, there is a reason for that, I'm very sure, but we'll go into that once we have a little bit more information. As you can see here, there's that dude right there, and as you approach here, yeah, he's going to come straight through the wall at you. Don't think it's over though, because you can come through here, and same thing's going to happen again. So you just want to keep running straight through, ignore. If you're playing the original game, I don't think those guys can get you. They're leashed there, whereas in this version I'm sure they aggro further. No, they don't? Okay. Well, there you go. I probably should have some more gold pine resin for this. This boss is weak against lightning, but it's not a terribly difficult boss, so we're just going to go straight in it. It's an interesting boss, shall we say. That's right. It's a dragon. Which is pretty cool. If it does that, you kind of want to run because, yep. You want to bait the fire so you can kind of get underneath and do as much damage. But you remember earlier on we fought one at Hades? Well, this is kind of the same thing, really. Except you will do this, and what you want to do is whenever he gets on the wall, try and close the distance, because yeah, he hits the full arena, kind of. Jump. I was trying to hit us. He's doing a great job of it. The biggest issue with this boss, as you can see, is kind of keeping him on the ground. Wow, okay. Are we dead? No. How are we not dead? Try and beat this fire attack if we can. Nope. Instead he's just gonna kill us. Well, that's the first time I've ever died to that boss. But well, there you go. Don't really know what else to say there, but you can kind of see his attacks. They're not overly dangerous. You just need to make sure you don't get hit by the fire. His stomp attack, we got kind of unlucky in the way that he stomped. He double stomped. He doesn't usually do that. Oh, we're fine. We'll go back and we'll take him on again. There's no need to use a human effigy, I don't think. If we play it well enough, he shouldn't actually get anywhere near us. The biggest problem, really, is just making your way around these guys, to be honest. Even then, not much of an issue. Let's do this. Let him come through. Until I mess it up like that. Right. Let's do this again. If you're running magic, by the way, this boss can actually be kind of stupidly easy. I wasn't sure if you could damage him that early on. There you go. You can chop his tail off, by the way. If I can show that for you guys, I will. Ah. These fire attacks can be really annoying because they can actually hit you twice. So be careful with that. This is what we want. Duck underneath him. Seem to be okay over here. See if we can bait him into trying to stomp us again. No. It's gonna boost off again. Oh, run, 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 run. Yeah, so there you go. You can actually dodge that. We're gonna see if we can stay at a distance and kind of bait this fire attack. Nope. You see how it can be annoying and it's kind of a little bit of luck. Wow, okay. And he's off again. Wow. Come on. Yeah. I think we're going to get hit again here. This is a really awkward position to be stuck in. I think you can just roll all the way over the edges of the arena and you'll be okay. Come on, blow some fire. and keep him down here. It's alright. This is the best way to deal with him, really. That's what we're looking for. Maybe 3 hits. And we'll move back out again and in front of his face. Nope, okay. We're gonna pop another Estus here. This should be enough to take him down. Don't want him to fly off again. Don't want him to fly off, come on. No! Alright, come on then. Go down, you. Yes! Whew. I don't know why that was such an issue. But we did it. Guardian Dragon Soul. From that, I'm not too sure what you can make. I think you can make a spell, perhaps. I never really used it. I just eat the soul straight away. This is an amazing view, by the way, before we go any further. If you played the first game, you may notice probably some similarities between this and Ash Lake. It looks like these could maybe be the trees that were once Ash Lake. But if that's the truth, then Lordran was on top of those trees. So is it the world perhaps sunk, or are we on top of a tree right now? Could be. I mean, look at this thing. This looks like an ash tree. It's kind of look like rock, but also bark at the same time. So, an interesting sort of dilemma. Well, let's read the Guardian Dragon Soul before we go any further. Soul of a dragon that guards the path to the shrine. Do the dragons watch over the land of their own will, or are they in the grip of one of Aldea's spells? So they make a good point there that there's all these dragons in the land. We've seen the one at Hades, we've seen that one here. We're about to run into 1 or 2 more. And the question is, are they just here? Are they hanging around? Is this their habitat? Or being so close to Aldea, is it perhaps something he's done to them to keep them here? There's only one man who knows for sure, and luckily he's around, perhaps to tell us. We're gonna go up here. We're kind of safe to use this healing items right now, at least I'm sure we are, unless something's changed. So we're heading all the way up to the top of this tree now. Right. So you can hear the beating of wings already as we step out here into the Dragon Eyrie. Or Eyrie. Yeah. You can see that dragons are definitely a thing here in Drangleic. Is this perhaps where the Vendrick got his dragon riders from? It seems likely. Really awesome. And here we have Emerald Herald yet again.
Bearer of the curse. Long have I awaited one such as you. One who might shatter the shackles of fate. One who can set me free. Bearer of the curse. It was my own manifestation that led you here. The ancient dragon has watched over the world for eons past. Take this. Do not resist. The dragon welcomes you.
Right, okay, so some things here. First of all, we get this feather, which I'm going to equip on our person. We can drop Homeward Bones now because the Aged Feather is actually an unlimited use Homeward Bone, which is pretty awesome. Wherever it is. Why can't I see it? There it's there. So, an Aged Bird's Feather. Return to the last bonfire rest. That can be used repeatedly. The child of the dragon sequestered away from the world. Imagine a world of boundless possibilities from the mere sight of a feather. So, it would seem here that Shanalot, kind of giving away a bit of a plot point there, the Emerald Herald there, has said it was her own manifestation that led led us here. Now that could mean two things. The first thing it could mean is that in the intro cutscene we meet the old woman who's the only person who seems to know how to get to Dragon Lake, and a lot of people note they have similarities between her and the Emerald Herald here, so they're saying perhaps that's her in the future or just some magic power she's used to kind of drag you here. The second one is that this right here is perhaps the actual Emerald Herald, the real one, and that the one back in Majula and all the places we've seen throughout the game, there actually has been projections from her. That could also be true. It's never really totally explained, at least not in the original game. So the feather seems to hint as well that she's a child of a dragon, or the dragon. So she mentioned the ancient dragon, and that's who we're on our way to see in that big castle up there. And it would seem that she's perhaps the child of this dragon, although it doesn't really make sense. But there's a reasoning for that. It all comes back to two men who know more than they're letting on, of course, and that's Vendrick and Aldea. Right, so this bit's different. We have this dude right here. If you're playing the original game, instead of these guys, you're going to get the dudes who... the exploding mummy guys, except the ones you're going to run into here are of the kind that destroy your equipment if they hit you, so be careful, don't let them get to you, hit them from afar if you can. Oh, there he is, he's still here. That was sneaky. So there you go. Don't let them get you, take them out straight away. It's interesting that these guys are here anyway, as they seem, in concept at least, to be you can never get these guys. No. There we go. Large Titanite Shard, Twinkling Titanite, Palestone. You can hit this place up with tons of bonfire aesthetics, and a lot of this stuff will respawn and you can get it constantly. So it's a good place to farm materials if you need them. These eggs right here, I would advise staying away from them. There's a reason, and they do have a sort of purpose, but you don't want to know about that purpose, at least not yet. Heading up here, you can see we've got some more dragons. You preferably don't want to deal with those dragons. I'm trying to remember the way around this place. I think this is actually just a dead end. Perhaps I've changed it so you actually need to go through the eggs. That would make more sense actually, wouldn't it? If you can, try and hit as few eggs as possible. No! Oh, we've been invaded by a dark spirit. Wow, I've seen a lot of these guys. Oh wait, he's just the same one? Right, okay, never mind. Okay, Fencer Sharon, you're wearing some weird stuff. Oh, she's not too bad, although maybe I'm just bad at PvP. Oh, nearly. She looks pretty cool. Nope. Oh, dear. No. So we're gonna run for a moment. Let's get our bearings back. Princess Sharon wants a fight, she can come to us. This is a much better arena, I think, to fight her in anyway. Yeah, I can see that coming. Ugh. I like how the NPCs in this game actually be able to fight you, as opposed to like Dark Souls 1 where they're just really a kind of annoyance. You can only really afford to swing twice at the NPCs in this game as well. They seem to be good at their old dodging. Yeah, like that. Whoa. Which is good though. I mean, you'd rather have an NPC who's good at fighting and can actually teach you what it's like to PvP than one who can't fight and doesn't teach you anything about PvP. So there you go, Fencer Sharon's dead. We probably took quite a bit of damage to our rings and stuff. No, we didn't actually. Well, okay, that was quite lucky of us. Well, our sword is quite low. We probably should have rested at one fire. I think we did rest at one fire, so I can't really remember. There is a glitch. Maybe they've changed that actually. Seems like they might have altered it. You used to be able to run and kind of jump and reach the very end of this area with a very lucky jump. Wow. No, 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 no. I mean, we didn't really get a chance there to kind of respond. I guess that's the point though. They probably put them backwards so that you don't realise what you're walking into. There was always one just here. Anyway, yeah, there he is. There was always one here, just of a different kind, I think, back in the day. Alright, okay. Just getting our bearings. You can always obviously tell where they are because they're going to be just round corners and stuff, and you can kind of hear them. So there seems to be another two just here. Why they chose to make this area just a lot more annoying is beyond me, but that's their decision. We don't have any ranged attacks really. Okay. We are going to... we should have a repair powder, right? Just looking after my claymore. No. No. Right, okay. So here is the second dragon's lair. He's just over there. We do kind of need to sneak past this guy, unfortunately. But it can be done. Oh, this guy's new. These guys don't usually show up in the original game until the Dragon Shrine later. So he's been replaced to kind of give you a bit of problem. They can use homing lightning spears. And they like follow... remember the Shrine of Amana Maidens? Well, very similar to that. They use lightning attacks that travel all the way across the map and will still hit you. The way in is just down there. So slide in and around. Nope. Just sneaky. You can try jumping off this. I think you can't survive it though. I could be wrong, but I'm very sure that if you try a drop slash here, it's just going to result in your untimely demise. So don't be afraid to just kind of walk your way down. There's a lizard there I've never ever managed to get. It's one of the more elusive ones. I don't really want to mess about with that guy because he's probably going to drop down and cause us some hassle. So it's bow time. Right. As with a lot of things, those dragons I'm very sure are susceptible to poison, so if you want to stay back up on that top ledge and just fire some poison arrows at them, I'm pretty sure that works. I think you may need to come down a little bit to be able to hit them, but it's not too difficult. Not too difficult. We're just going to make a beeline right over there. I don't know if it's possible. Things are different in the original game as well, if depending on the choices you make. But we're playing it safe. He doesn't seem to be waking up. We're just going to bail. We're going to get the hell out of there. Oh! I really do curse whoever decided these guys to be a good idea. You seem to have an invisible dude, like right here. Where is he? Is that maybe just a glitch there? I seem to get stuck on something. But yeah, so you can use these zip lines to get back to earlier areas if you want. You don't have to though. Just making sure nothing's going wrong. Right, right. Okay. Now you kind of want to just get across this bridge. Don't even stop, don't hesitate, just move. Oh. and your reward on the other side is entry to the Dragon Shrine. And a visit from our friendly friend. The one and only. Although he's a lot smaller this time. So there you go. What I take from that to mean is that a lot of people just believe life and death happens. It's a matter of life and death, as they say, and everything just happens. Life is life. When in actuality, of course, there's all this backstory about Gwyn linking humanity with the first flame, how men are cursed, and everyone wants to ignore it until it finally actually hits them in the face. They can't ignore it any longer. That's the way I seem to take it, and Aldea's like, are you willing to show everyone in the world that this is what life is like? That you're willing to say, look, the curse is real and it's destroying us all unless we do something about it. And it seems by his words he already tried to do such a thing and failed, and that's probably how he ended up the way that he did. So we have to seek the throne, we can change the future of humanity and hopefully break the curse forever. That seems to be our goal. Right, so up to 44, we're almost there. 50 is fine. I think at 50 we'll kind of just stop leveling. We don't really need any more levels after 50 strength. 1000 days, so let's go grab some more life gems. Thank you for your exhaustive supply of life gems, Melentia. Thank you kindly. I'm just going to check what our timings are right now. I don't know if I can just... Right, so we're only really coming up to the half-hour stage. So I think we can go to the next area. I was hoping to actually get the Dragon Shrine done in this episode, and it looks like it's definitely going to be possible. So the Dragon Shrine, much like the area, isn't got much to it. You can really just burst right through it. All the kind of end-game areas, except the very last one, you can kind of just run straight through. We ran right through Aldea's Keep, we ran right through the area, and you can technically run right through the shrine. It's a little bit more difficult, and with the Scholar updates it might be even harder than I remember. But it's definitely possible. So you see these guys here, this little dragon dudes. What are these dragon dudes? Are they going to fight us? Oh wow. I thought I could dodge that. I'm concerned. I know there's a way to actually make your way through this whole area without actually fighting any of the dragon guys. But I'm not too sure if that includes fighting these knight guys. I'm going to try just ignoring everyone. Okay, nope, that's not gonna work. Nope, 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 nope. Oh no, we're in trouble. We're probably gonna die here, yeah. Yeah. You don't want to fight those guys in numbers, as you can quite clearly tell. Just gonna have to take a break for just a moment, guys. Thankfully we died right here. We can grab this. I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, sorry about that. I just had an important phone call to take. And I also did not totally Google how to get through this area without fighting these guys. I knew there was a way to do it. I don't know if I can still do it. Does it work like that? It does, okay. Yeah, so these guys bow. And as long as you take on each one of their tests, like these guys, you can get through. You can get through, well, without having to fight them. So we'll pop a life gem. Can we still explore? Seems like we can. Wow, there's a lot of blood here. Okay, so there's no... Making sure. One fire aesthetic. Right, so now we can make our way by these guys without having to fight them. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Here we are again, these guys, but these guys are the most obnoxious enemies in the whole goddamn game. I mean, look, they have like 0 cooldown on any of their attacks. They just constantly attack and attack and attack. Look at this. Look, you just can't actually get a wee moment in. Go down, you. Yeah. So hopefully we can get through this area in this one run, because I do not want to fight those guys again. I hate those mace enemies. So it's a great sword enemy, that's fine. There is stuff down there we can check out, but I don't want to drop off the beaten path in case it aggroes these guys. So we'll probably do that. Sort of clean up. What? Great sword dudes aren't too bad. At least I don't remember them being bad. I'm glad this was one-on-ones and I don't try to gank here or anything. That's pretty cool. I actually really like the Drake Keeper stuff as well. They can sometimes drop their equipment and their swords and stuff. The swords and that I'm not too bothered about, but although the actual just a normal longsword is actually pretty cool. But the armor is amazing. It looks really nice. It's just like a much better version of the Dragon Lake armor, actually, in my opinion. It looks really nice and there's actually really good defense and stuff. Now, here we need to beat this dude at the top of the stairs if we want to continue on. So we all bow. Come on in, buddy. Okay, he's gonna have a lot of HP, it seems. There we go. Try and get the good old backstab in there every so often. And again. There's no point in trying to fight the guy like head on whenever you can just do this, honestly. If you want to kind of test or something, feel free to try and take him on. It'll be a little bit tedious. I mean, look at me, I've got 44 strength. I'm using a strength based weapon and it's still just... He's just soaking up pretty much everything I've got. And there he goes though. Okay. So which means we can now progress without having to fight any of these guys. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it. And our prize for such a feat is meeting the main man himself. A real, live, breathing, ancient dragon. Or is it? Maybe. Maybe not. This doesn't really say anything to us other than that. But that in itself is pretty interesting. It says the curse of life is a curse of want. And we know that the throne is called the throne of want. So, does that mean the throne is also a throne of the curse almost? This guy is really awesome. He's just such a really well designed character. I really like it. Let it be known that if you attack him a number of times, he will aggro and he does become a boss. Unfortunately, he becomes the worst boss ever. Really, really tough and pointless boss. In the original version of the game, you don't even need to kill him. The item he drops can actually be got somewhere else using a bonfire aesthetic. However, in the Scholar Edition, I'm very sure they changed it so that if you want to collect the item, you actually need to beat him. I can only hope they changed his HP and stuff, but I very doubt they did. If I find out a way, like if they have changed it or something, then I will definitely put this boss fight in and show you what you get for beating him, because it's vital in the long term sort of plan we have to actually complete all the little side quests and stuff at a later date. Now, do we get attacked by these guys on the way out? No, we don't. We're still a hero, I think. Okay, so we are. That's pretty awesome. We've got the Ashen Mist Heart now. We'll check it out. Let's see. It's down as a key because it's a key item. Here we are. Delve into the memories of the Withered. Manifestation of Ashen Mist received from the Ancient Dragon. The magic of the Ancient Dragon allows one to delve into the memories of the Withered. The Withered, of course, being withered trees, meaning the giants themselves. You remember we talked about how the trees looked like giants back in the forest? Well, there's a reason for that, and it's because the giants, of course, die and become trees. Using the Ashen Mist Heart, we can actually get inside their memories and relive the giant war. It's a really cool part of the game. It's the final main area of the game. We only have 2 bosses left in this whole playthrough. At least I think we do. So I'm going to see if these guys aggro. I've got my Ashen, my Aged Feather just in case. I was worried for a moment there. He's going to be okay. Yeah. Yeah. This guy is a mimic? No. In the old version of the game there was a mimic here. The mimic was in fact here and he dropped the washing pole. Obviously he's gone now because of obvious reasons. Ah, right, okay, so this guy's like impossible to actually hit. The only way I've really found to properly take him down time and time again is using, as I said there in that message, weakness, poison. So we don't have any poison arrows, so that's a problem. Any poison knives? We did pick up some poison knives, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. Ow. Yeah, that's what it does to you. There we go. So it takes about 5 to poison them there, which is fine because we've got another 2 cases of poison waiting for him then, if that's the going rate. You'll just tank all of this really. A lot of these guys are weak to poison actually, and as you can see their numbers go up very fast, and I think the best way to kind of deal with these guys if you're struggling with them is to carry some form of poison with you. You see here, they just have crazy stamina much like the rest. There we go. That'll get rid of them. Right. So that brings us to here. Interesting, if we actually took a moment to check the Shrine of Winter back when we did, we'd actually notice this painting above the door. This carving here, which seems to depict the dragon as a god amongst all the mortals above them. As you see, there's a big picture of an egg almost there as well. Oh, he dropped something. What did he drop? Ah, dragon charm. Yeah. You see over just to the left hand side of the picture here underneath the dragon there's a big egg. And we're about to find out what that's all about. Be aware you will be invaded as soon as you enter this room. He invades up top though. There you go, Dragon Fang. He awaits you in the sort of throne room up at the top. There's a third dragon ring, so if you're needing some extra stamina and stuff like that, don't be afraid to throw that on. We'll check that out in just a moment. This place, if you're wanting to farm all those dragon dudes back there, all the guys who can aggro on you, this could be really good for farming souls, by the way. We don't really need that. Wow. Another one of those infinite stamina dudes. It's a weird sort of juxtaposition because in Dark Souls 1, the NPCs really weren't that big of a deal. They all sort of fat rolled and they didn't do a lot of damage and stuff, whereas Dark Souls 2, they kind of went the exact opposite route and gave them all ridiculously good stats and constant stamina and move pools and stuff, and they really are a much bigger threat, which is a good thing for the most part until you just repeatedly stab Dragonfang Villiard on the stairs. Here's the egg. The dragon egg. And it is ours, the petrified egg. You give that to... well, if it remains the same, you give this egg to Magarold back in the Iron Keep. That's what I'm looking for. The Iron Keep. Petrified something. So that lends credence to the fact that petrified something is one, something to do with Aldea, since he seems to have connections to this entire area. And also that it maybe has something to do with the dragons and the eggs. So there you go. We're going to use our Aged Feather to get the hell out of here. Head back to Majula and wrap it up for the day. We only have about one episode left now. We have one area to do and it's back to the throne to finish it all off. So we're going to do that next time. I could have maybe thrown this together into one big hour-and-a-half long video where we just finish the game, but I think you've had enough for one day. I don't want to oversaturate it and make you try and watch an hour-long video just to get to the end of the series. Got one more place to go, and Essence is one more place because there's the point one. Yeah, it's back over there. It's not one place because there's actually 3 more areas within that place to go to, so we're going to have to go check those out, grab all those items there. Only one is mandatory, but there's a reason for going to the optional ones, and I will explain that more in detail in the next episode. We have 2 more bosses. He hides somewhere in that fort, somewhere we've not been yet. He has the item that's going to let us access the throne once and for all, but of course once we have access to the throne, Nishandra's going to have access to the throne as well, so it's going to be a one-on-one to the death. Don't miss the next time, guys. It is the conclusion, but until next time, until that conclusion comes, we face the sun and we continuously praise it. See you guys next time.